Good morning, guys. It's Wednesday. Today, I guess this video comes in three parts. The first part is I wanted to make a correction of a video that I made about, I feel like a month ago. It was about nationalism versus patriotism. So, in my international politics class and in my comparative politics class, we went over nationalism versus supranationalism, the very aspects of it. And I realized that what I said before about nationalism was incorrect. So, I want to acknowledge that I made a mistake and that what I said was wrong. Actually, what I had called nationalism is referred to as supranationalism. So, just so we're clear, that's supranationalism, not nationalism. Nationalism is way too complex to discuss in this one video. So maybe like another video dedicated to explaining nationalism and its actual usage, so that I can clarify exactly what I was wrong about. But just as a side note to that, it's really important to, well, two things. There's one, recognize when you're wrong, because being wrong is part of human nature and ignoring it isn't exactly healthy. But then also to not be afraid to say that you're wrong, because I know a lot of times people, there's like a stigma attached to being wrong, like, oh, if you're wrong, well, then, you're dumb, or you're a bad person, or you made bad choices. But really, that's not what wrong is being about. Anything, inherently wrong about being wrong. I mean, even the worst of circumstances say like what you did wrong caused you like a tiff in a relationship or something like that. You go about your life trying to avoid being wrong at all costs. I think that you're going to miss out on a lot of opportunities. And I'm sure this is like being a dead horse, because I'm sure people mention this all the time, but I just don't think that is a healthy mentality to think that we can never ever be wrong. A lot of times in my international politics class and my comparative politics class, I will raise my hand and say something that I think might be true. One time I was in my international politics class, I was talking about the Iraq War and Saddam Hussein, and we were talking, and I raised my hand, and I was like, "Do you know why Saddam Hussein was judged in the American judicial system when his crimes, like he didn't do any crimes against America?" Like that was my question, because I genuinely didn't know, and I'd always thought that he had been judged in America. And basically, I feel like 10 of my classmates were like, "Oh, that's not true. He was judged in Iraq, right?" And so I guess if I didn't have this mentality towards being wrong, that being wrong is acceptable and totally fine, I would have been really embarrassed. I would have been like, oh my gosh, I'm such an idiot. I don't know anything like those people do. Like, what am I going to do with my life or something like that? But really, it wasn't that bad. I learned something new. So now I know that Saddam Hussein was not tried in America, which is good knowledge to have. And I mean, this is something I feel kind of passionately about. Having wrong not being a stigma, because I don't see why that's such a bad thing. Coffee time. Second thing, so as you notice, I am not in my room, and I am not apparently in the Salvage Center, although I actually am. So that pretty staircase that I showed you a couple weeks ago, that's the main staircase in Sadler, and unlike most buildings, the other staircases are not inherently obvious. So a lot of people don't even know these staircases exist. And this is where I actually go to study sometimes, because literally I'm so close to where I want to be. Like I'm in the Sadler Center, which is really close to my classes, and like the cafeteria, but no one comes through here because no one knows it exists, which is actually kind of cool. Thirdly, the presidential debates are tonight, and I'm extremely excited about it because debate Monday between Eric Cantor and his opponent Wayne Powell, and that actually went pretty well. And so I have discovered that I actually do like watching debates. I haven't watched a debate recently, so I encourage you to watch that if you want to. If you don't have time or you don't want to, that is okie dokie. But I will probably be watching it, so you can text me while I'm doing that, because that'd be fun. Brianna, I'm looking at you. Also, I have a question. Um, when we travel to places that are not our normal places, are we still obligated to make videos? That is an open question I'm asking all three of you, because I don't know the rule for this. I think I'm going to be traveling in the foreseeable future, and I just want to know if I am obligated to make a video on that Wednesday, as usual. Brianna? No. I just saw Brianna. Madison, I will see you on Friday. So Friday night, I found a cockroach on my bed when I was about to go to bed. So that was really scary. And then I got my callmates, and we found a second cockroach in this, like, near my suitcase, which is also near my bed. So we were like freaking out. Margaret and I, my roommate, were we super scared. So we had to sleep in like on my hallmate's floor. And then after that, found another one, and oh my gosh. So that was really scary. So now I'm like, I spend as much time away from my room as possible, because I just don't know when a cockroach might pop up. Brianna, watch out for cockroaches, because they're really kind of creepy looking. Ugh. Okay,